Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel if you are new. Hello, my name is V. I post nail tutorials every Thursday and Sunday at 8:15 a.m. Central Time. For today's video, we're going to be doing a very trendy nail art design. The theme is going to be green. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I'm super obsessed with green lately. So I figured I would do an all green design for you guys. I did want to take a quick moment to thank Kiara Sky for sponsoring today's video. Do not forget to shop their amazing products on their website and use my discount code to save a little bit of money. Before we get into the video, I wanted to remind you guys that December 2nd, we are going to start the Draw My Nail Challenge videos. If you guys missed out, I am so sorry, but stay tuned for a ton more giveaways. There are gonna be 3 places, 3 different winners, 3 different prizes. I am gonna start off with the 3rd place. So good luck to all of you guys. Stay tuned for a lot more. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Now let's get right into it. Getting right into today's video, I am starting off with a pre-prepped practice hand. We are going to be doing some fun nail art for this video. I am using my acrylic brush in a size 14 from Kiara Sky. It is one of my favorites. Along with that, I'm using their acrylic monomer as well. Now, as for this brown, you guys have seen it a ton on my channel. It is a go-to all-time favorite from Kiara Sky's all-in-one powders. Highly recommended. It is such a rich, dark nude color, and it's extremely opaque, which I also appreciate when it comes to acrylic powders. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that on the pinky. We're going to be doing some topical nail art for this finger, so we're just going to start off with a base that is very simple. I started off with a medium-sized bead of acrylic, applied that at the tip, and we are working our way very carefully up into the cuticle area. I am placing a small bead of acrylic, gently pushing it up towards the cuticle, making sure to hold the finger in a downward position, and then just gently blending it down. I don't know if you guys can see the application on this powder is amazing. It is super blendable, super opaque, and that is why I highly recommend these powders. I am applying some of that same nude color on to the ring finger, and I'm kind of just trying to blend that out into the clear, as we're going to be adding some beautiful glitters to match the green theme. So I'm just using a very small thin layer of that color. Now I like to work in thin layers, especially when I am encapsulating nail art, so just take that in mind. I'm using that as my base, and then I'm taking this green snowflake and I just gently bent it on one of my fingers, and then we're just gently pressing it into that wet powder. It's just gonna help it lay a lot more flush to that nail, so that when you go in and encapsulate, your life is a lot more easy. I promise you, this technique helps a lot. Now I'm taking some of this frosted glass color. I love it. It is perfect for the Christmas time, especially when you're trying to get that like icicle, smoky kind of clear white color. I feel like it's perfect. So this is from their Sea Glass collection, and I'm just adding a little bit of that, and then we are going in with our 3rd little snowflake. Same process. I bent it a little bit, and then I'm just pressing that into that acrylic. Now I'm taking this glitter from Kiara Sky as well. This one is called My Butter Half, which I think is such a cute name, but it is like a champagne colored glitter. It is mixed with acrylic, which makes it a lot easier to work with. And I'm just placing a little bit of that around those snowflakes. Again, using that teddy bear color, we're gonna be placing that on to our middle finger. Basic nail as well, just applying that teddy bear color on the entire surface. Now for the index finger, we're going to be doing a kind of green to that clear white color ombre. I am obsessed with this color. It is so pretty. It is perfect for the fall time, but I also love how well it incorporated into this set. This one is called Eyes for You, and I'm just taking a very small amount of that and applying it in the cuticle area and then just gently blending it down towards the tip. Now I did have a little bit of pigment on that nail. As you can see, I'm just taking a wet brush and kind of dabbing onto that pigment, and it'll help blend it out very nicely. Then I am taking another bead and then we're just going ahead and blending it down towards the tip once again. Very, very small amount of this color, as I'm going to be ombreing that frosted glass color. And I love how this looks. I feel like it is the perfect combination. They blended so easily, which I appreciate as well. And then if I ever feel like that ombre isn't perfect, I just go ahead and apply just a little bit more, and that's gonna help really blend that out very nicely. Now I am gonna go ahead and encapsulate these nails. For this process, I am using the Kiara Sky Clear Acrylic. And again, as I've mentioned before in my videos, I am going to be adding the extra thickness that we need for that length of the nail using the clear acrylic. I'm gonna go ahead and finish encapsulating these nails. Always remember, when you are encapsulating glitter or anything like that, you wanna make sure you are really pressing that into all of the little creases and crevices. So I like to start off with one bead and really press that into the glitter, and then I'll go in with bulk product and apply that extra thickness that we need. And you will be able to see all of that process here in this portion. Again, medium-sized bead of acrylic. I'm really pressing that into that glitter. I want to make sure everything is fully covered and that there are 0 air bubbles in there. Trust me, you want to avoid that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and again firmly press that in and make sure I am using thin layers just so that I can actually really press it firmly into that glitter. And then I will go in with the rest of the product. I'm gonna go ahead and finish encapsulating these nails. Again, I'm just using the Kiara Sky Clear Acrylic for this step. Now once everything is nice and dry, I'm going in with my rechargeable Efile from Kiara Sky. This one is the unicorn one. I have her at a speed of about 9 to 10,000 RPMs. Along with that, I'm using my 5-in-1 bit. It is my all-time favorite. Highly recommend their bits. This one is in medium grit in the color rose gold. This one is a little bit of the older bits that I've used. It is quite worn down, but whenever they get worn down quite a bit, I like to use them for my finished filing because it's just makes for a smoother filing process versus if I used a medium grit one. I also recommend purchasing a fine one if you have not gotten to the level of worn down that I've gotten to. So I do recommend kind of making use of all your bits as long as you can. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish filing these nails. I start off at the cuticle area, gently blend that acrylic into that natural nail, and then I go on the entire surface of the nail vertically up and down and just making sure that I'm smoothing out everything as best as possible. I'm taking my hand file. This is a Kiara Sky Half Moon file. I've talked about this one a lot on my channel as well. It has one side that is slightly curved, which makes easy use around that cuticle area. I'm just using the flat end to file the sides of the nails very carefully and making sure that that shape is nice and straight. Then we're going to be flipping the hand around to look at the nails from the client's perspective, and we are going to be squaring off those nails. Now I'm taking this beautiful pink sponge buffer. I love these. They are a little bit more on the coarse side on the grit, which I definitely appreciate. Whenever you have tons of ridges left behind from your e-file or hand filing, this one will help remove that fully. So if you guys are concerned about those little ridges and lines left behind, always make sure you use a little bit more of a coarse buffer, and this one is perfect for that process. I'm just going ahead and buffing the surface of the nail very gently, and we're gonna be almost ready for our nail art application. Now I'm quickly taking the Kiara Sky Lint Free Wipes. These are a must in a nail tech's drawer, so make sure you guys purchase these. I freaking love them. I'm just taking a little bit of alcohol on that wipe and cleaning the surface of the nail. Now we are getting into our nail art application. I am using their gel art liners. This one is such a pretty green, perfect for the Christmas time. It's definitely a lot more of a deeper green, but it's also slightly muted, which I absolutely love. I've been loving neutral colors, and this one is so pretty. And we're gonna be doing kind of a plaid nail art design, but we are going to be adding sweater over top of one of the lines. And as you can see, I'm doing one line thicker, so that's gonna work as our base for that sweater nail art. So always remember to cure these in between colors. You don't want them to mix. Unless that's the look you're going for, I promise you, you want to cure in between colors. Now I'm quickly showing you guys how I'm mixing a color to match the one we used on the index finger. So I'm taking white gel paint from the gel art liners, then a little bit of black to make it gray, and then to match that index finger, I am taking that green color that we used on the pinky, and mixing some of that into it. And it creates like a grayish green kind of color, and I love it, and I feel like it matches so well. So I'm just using that and applying that on as well on to that pinky, and just kind of eyeballing where I want to place the different colors on that plaid nail art. So I decided I wanted one across as well, so I'm just going as if it was underneath that existing nail art. And then again, cure that in the light whenever you feel it is necessary. I like to do it in between colors so that they don't mix. It is important. Now I'm taking this beautiful color from the gel art liners as well. It is a very deep kind of mauve-y color. It has a little bit of purple hues into it, and I feel like it looked really well with this design. I'm taking the green again on the middle finger. We're going to be doing a more simple kind of plaid nail art, kind of across the nail as I've seen. It is trending. Make sure you guys stay on top of trends and create your own version of those trends. Now for the rest of the nail art, it is going to be over top and sugared. So I am going ahead and top coating these nails. I am using the Velvet Matte Top Coat from Kiara Sky. It is such a good top coat. Highly recommend it. It is obviously one of my favorites if I'm using it in today's video. But I'm just quickly taking that and applying that over top of the entire surface. Always remember to try to get an even coat on that nail. You don't want it to be clumpy or lumpy in any way, shape, or form. So I'm just applying that over top of the nail. We're going to be placing that into the light for a minute. I like to do 2 minutes just to be safe. And then we're going to be going on to our next portion of the nail art. Now that the nails are nice and mattified, we're going to go back in with that same green we used, and we're going to be doing the sweater nail art. If you've seen my sweater nail art videos, I do like to make it as easy as possible for you guys. So I'm starting off with 2 little lines across from each other. And obviously these are slanted due to the way that I put the green base. And then I'm just doing the same thing that I typically do and connecting those lines together. Once we're done connecting the lines and everything looks as good as we want it to, I'm going to be applying some clear acrylic over top of that wet gel paint to create texture and just make it really pop, which I feel like is a must when it comes to sweater nail art. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that off. Again, taking the clear acrylic from Kiara Sky and pouring it onto that wet acrylic. Once you're done with that texture, you want to make sure you cure it, otherwise it's just going to smear right off. So again, clear acrylic over top of that wet gel paint, placing it in the light for a minute, making sure everything is nice and cured. Now, as you can see, I'm kind of hovering the gel liner onto the middle finger. I'm taking the glitter gold gel liner from Kiara Sky. And I finally decided that I would just go up slanted and just do one thin line. I feel like it adds an extra little touch of sparkliness that kind of matches the ring finger. So I tried to incorporate a little bit of the same nail art throughout the entire set. For the index finger, I am doing very simple snowflakes. I absolutely love snowflakes because I feel like there's no way of messing them up. They just look super cute, and you can mix match, you can change up the design quite a bit and it'll still look really cute. So I'm starting off with 3 lines off the corner, and then I'm just adding in the little details, again using that green color of liner that matches all the other nails very beautifully. And I feel like on top of that green acrylic that I chose, it looks super cute. I love adding different types of green tones into the set. I feel like it just goes very well. Now I'm going to be sugaring this to match the texture on the pinky. Again, adding clear acrylic on that wet gel paint. And then I ended up deciding to do another snowflake after I did this. Otherwise, I would have done both snowflakes, let them be wet, and then went in with my clear. But I decided that after the fact, so I'm going in now with the second one. Again, very simple snowflake, but it adds such a cute touch to the set. Now, I know a lot of you guys have asked what I would do on the thumb. I keep forgetting to add that in my videos, but for this specific set, I would definitely recommend doing something similar to the ring finger, and I feel like it would tie it in very nicely. I feel like kind of alternating the nails but tying everything together just works really, really well when it comes to a nail design. So I'm going to go ahead and finish off that snowflake, add that texture to it, and the design will be complete. Of course, don't forget to cure that in the light for a full minute. Dust off that excess, and that basically concludes today's video. Let me know what you guys think down below. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned a ton, and I'll see you guys next time.